to Distribution Unpacked.
Hey, thanks, Adam. It's great to be here.
John, what's new at 3M?
Well, with 3M this year, we launched with SP a new safety program, which gives SP a full line of what we call low-touch safety. And it's everything from your hard hats to your safety glasses, earplugs, and disposable respirators to make it easy to have a complete solution sell for your customers.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's great news. It's exciting. It's when good isn't good enough, you need to go to 3M because we have the best.
Applied Sciences, right?
Science applied to
Science
life
applied
every
to
day,
life.
right? You are so right.
I spent time at the Innovation Center. I paid attention. When we think about trends in the market, 3M is always leading from an innovation perspective from all the research you guys do. What are some of the trends you're seeing in the market right now?
Well, we're seeing supplies start to tick up a little bit as more people get back into the office. One of the unique trends that you're seeing is dispensers. Dispensers, I believe during the COVID era, may have walked home with individuals, with employees. And as we see the market, dispensers are ticking up, and especially when we look at pop-up note dispensers, make it convenient for individuals in their office, and tape dispensers as well. We're starting to see an uptick in people wanting quality. They want it to last, and they want to make sure that what they buy works. And it's been great to see that because we sell a lot of good, strong, high quality products that are manufactured here in the U.S. So we're happy about that.
That's awesome. Let's talk vertical markets. Big focus for SP going forward. When we think about whether that's education, K-12 or higher ed, healthcare, acute and non-acute, the Fed Gov space, or even local municipal government, what are some of the areas that 3M is leaning into or is focused on, or you feel is a strong focus in the new year?
Well, that's a good question, and it all depends on the product line.
Okay.
When we look at our traditional supply space, the education vertical is very important to us, whether it's tape, Post-it notes, easel pads. A lot of high volume product gets moved into that education space. With some of the government funding being reduced over the last year or two, we're seeing some challenges in that space. Another space that we see that just continues to grow is the healthcare space. A lot of products that we have that make sense, and it depends on what area. Whether you're cleaning the facility with some of our janitorial products, or you're using them within the office space or administration space, we have vertical solutions that can align. And they come from, as you said, you talked about our innovation center, but they come from the technology across our whole corporation to make sure that in that space, you can find a 3M product probably within 6 feet. Within those two spaces for sure. As we look at safety products, it kind of takes you into some different industries, but it helps the reps to kind of look for new opportunities,
Sure.
Right? You're in there already today. Just ask one more question. Spend 5 more minutes in with that customer to really work on opportunities.
Well, let's talk about safety. So it's, you guys you rounded out our assortment. Where do you see safety as the best opportunity for, when we think about our shared customers, so the distributor, the dealer, where do you see that a big win for them? Is there a specific end user vertical?
Well, the biggest end user vertical that uses a lot of safety products is the healthcare area.
Okay.
So you can look into that healthcare area. Then you get into the general warehouse,
Okay.
the general manufacturing type facility that
Industrial space.
Industrial
Okay.
space, exactly. And people forget about the schools. But you got your science rooms, you got your shop classes, all of those areas as well. So if you look at your core and main customers there, but as you expand out, you do find pockets depending on where someone's located around the country of food service, food manufacturing, oil and gas, all really big industries that use safety products. And we call it low touch safety. When the products that we've launched, which you don't need a ton of training, you just need to introduce, and you have the best of the best.
And when you think about PPE or safety, it's as intense as you want to make it. But I think one of the things you and I talked about recently was eyewear.
Yeah.
And make sure you have protective eyewear. I mean, I was wearing that in school. You were in science class. That's from that all the way up to even in our facilities today, our folks are wearing eyewear occasionally.
Oh, everywhere you go, if you're not, you should. In those type of environments. And when you look at eyewear, your eyes, you can't replace them.
Sure.
And it's good to wear the best. And when we look at safety, there's three things. One is compliance. Does it work with OSHA government regulations that are put in place? But there's two other things that work with that, and that's really comfort and fit. And when you work with the 3M product, we've designed that because that safety product is meant to work with a worker that has to have it on maybe 8 to 10 hours a day. It needs to be comfortable in order for them to comply also then with the company that they work for, their safety programs.
So John, I think it was 25 or maybe early into 26, one of the brands celebrated a pretty big milestone.
Yeah, it's with the number of years that I've been with 3M, it's amazing the milestones I could start putting on my hands. But we celebrated the 100th anniversary of the Scotch brand. And if you think about where those products are used, it's amazing. Whether it's Scotch tape, Scotch adhesive, Scotch packaging products, it's just
So 100 years of Tattersall.
100 years.
That's awesome. That's so great. When we think about our customers, our shared customers, what are some of the ways that they can win in positioning, and not only 3M, but a product, or how they can tell your solutions? What's one way they can really push forward with your solutions? You guys
engage the resources we have across the channel. We're here to help you. We're in this channel to be successful, right? We want every dealer to win. And if you need help, samples, you need someone to come in and do a demonstration, you need some science, we usually have the research and can help you with that sale. I always like to say that 3M is there as a support to help you be successful.
Yeah, that makes total sense. One of the things that SP we're looking at into the new year is really repositioning us a little bit from the perspective of simplifying complexity. That's going to be our new kind of mantra. You'll see that in our branding as we move forward. What's one way we can partner, SP and 3M, and really simplify the complexity, not only for our customers, but if you think about our customers and users, what's one way you can kind of just simplify the whole supply chain through?
Well, you guys do a great job with how you get product to the customers.
Sure.
So that's challenging for me to answer for you. And we do a great job of getting you the product that needs to get to that customer. So it's the outreach. It's the digital side of how do we get A+ content, the right imagery. We get the right first in search set up for that customer so that their customers can win. They can win with strong products and take away that price discussion. We want to talk about value. You want to give that customer the best product for the best situation. And that's really, I think that's the win, is how do we close on that sale through some of the digital content and that relationship side of it to show that we're all together.
So John, you've been at 3M now a while. Fun fact, something that we wouldn't know about 3M, just because, whether it's Scotch or Post-it or whatever, what's like a fun fact that I wouldn't know or we wouldn't know about 3M?
Go back to one of the Olympic games.
Okay.
There was a sprinter, Michael Johnson.
Okay.
I believe it was in LA, that 3M provided the material to go on his shoes to make them have a gold appearance.
Okay.
And it was real gold that was actually on that shoe. And you can see that shoe in the Innovation Center if you get to tour up at 3M. But Michael Johnson actually wore those shoes for the Olympics when he won gold.
That's exciting.
It's an exciting one.
So that's the goal. We have to make sure our runners have
your runners have 3M on their shoes.
That's
probably
so cool.
Somewhere in there they do with an adhesive or some type of component.
So do we know if we see anything for 2028 in LA?
At this point, I've not seen anything.
Okay, that's awesome.
I'll give you one other fact, which is interesting. 3M has won an Oscar.
Tell me more.
Did you know that?
I did not.
Yeah, well, it's interesting facts from Cliff Clavin today. 3M won an Oscar for artificial blood in the movies.
That's cool.
They made, for a lot of horror movies, we were the contributor to make artificial blood. So
I didn't know that. That's super interesting.
Yeah, just have a little fun with you today.
I think that's great. John, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Good to see you.
Appreciate your support, and we appreciate everyone in the channel. Thank you.